Hey, how's it going today? It's Monday, a new week. We're taking a look at a number of different opportunities, facilities available up there for anyone who is interested. Myself, I have my business located with Bristol, so I thought I would perhaps start from Bristol and expand into different options available out there and what kind of or where to source those facilities from in the business. And since the entire entering of any agreements can be very risky areas, right? And what that process can look like, right? So I have covered a number of those already. I thought let's keep it going, right? And within this video, let's take a look at composite manufacturing test and characterization facilities, and let's try to understand some of those opportunities available out there for perhaps many businesses. I don't know what would be entry agreement and how they would structure those contracts. Myself, I haven't done anything, so while I'm reading, I thought I might share that information with others. And we take a look at Bristol Composite Institute and let's try to understand a little bit better. How old is these people in these pictures? They look like grown-ups to me. No, just in case, right? Just in case there's underage people there. Equipment and facilities. Bristol Composite Institute has world-class experimental lab facilities with Queen's Building at University of Bristol, enabling cutting-edge research and advanced composite development, manufacturing and testing. The Faculty of Engineering laboratory houses a wide range of composite-specific equipment with additional large-scale equipment, including high instrumental research and all outdoor scalable and CT scanners located at the National. Oh, okay. Right. That makes sense a lot. So I thought the route that I will take, I will try to. I've tried many times. I don't know how many, perhaps 8 or 10 times, reaching out directly to National Composite Center. So I thought, oh, I'll reach out to them, but perhaps onboarding is the process looks completely different, right? Since I don't know if I should break it down, but I think it's different. So I need to reach out to perhaps this route. Reaching out to them, perhaps not. No, that's not an optimal one. But the process itself can be very complicated, right? And everyone's there is very busy, right? People are there. I don't know, professionals. They're doing what they're doing, right? They're busy. They're busy working on the massive projects. So why would they speak with the little people, right? Smaller businesses, right? In 2012, they benefit from 3.1 million EPSRC grant for equipment for advanced material research, and in 2014 from 700,000 grant for equipment for Center for Doctoral Training and Industrial Center. So they have a lot of capital that was granted to them in investing in those facilities. Okay, good. Tax money is doing it's good for tax money that everyone have paid, right? So now, once it's been paid, my money is there. So now I'm looking for access to some of those facilities, right? I have tried to reach out in administration staff of National Composite Center. No response. So I have done enough research to understand response rate of working with smaller businesses, and the past 4 or 5 years would be they published that it's about just over 100 of small businesses that they have done business together, right? Perhaps entry point is very hard doing business, right? So I'm looking to understand what the process can look like, right? Perhaps let's try a different way. So perhaps I need to reach out to university and find the person or something that perhaps would be project lead. So I need to find the lead, and the lead perhaps would be able to enter this facility. So perhaps that's another way of looking at it. So I would have a person that potentially would work for the university, would have additional training, everything what would be important, than entering that expensive facilities, right? Let's try this route, right? A dedicated technical support team provide experimental assistance and or equipment from members of a to carry out research in the labs, right? As well as perhaps it has something to do with the funding and the business being located in Bristol, perhaps having access to those facilities. It should be. I don't know why they're making so hard. Again, But perhaps that's another way, right? And some of those, just to name a few, right? Four areas would be Alicona microscope, the Alicona infinite focus microscope, and what kind of use advanced focus algorithms to map and model the 3D surface features of space man's allowing surface. Okay, so very very small, as well as high speed cameras. So it's something that they have purchased and they have sitting there for perhaps more business should be able to access that and use it to develop their products and services, as well as autoclave automated spaces composite laboratories as 2 meter by 1 meter can go to 5 bar at 200 Celsius that has cooling systems. Great. So the NCC has those as well as textile testing machine and environmental chambers. Great, there's that. Let's delve a little bit deeper, right? I don't know the structure, perhaps, and how to enter. Uh, Perhaps people already working there. There's just a building, right? And the people are there might be administration staff there. But myself, I'm trying to understand the process, right? I don't know. Perhaps others know it. Perhaps I would need to find the professional. A professional would need to register to enter some of those rooms, as well as having access to some of the machinery. Might be timetables where the person would need to enter and access some of those machines. I don't know. I don't know. Nobody told me any of that, right? Perhaps, and then I have a project lead. The project lead can oversee everything and operate within some of those institutions. Perhaps that's another way of looking at it. And having access to some of the equipment would be very great. I think the more businesses are there within that area can benefit from. Or there's other problems, additional problems later, but at least we ourselves would like and perhaps share that information with others. So perhaps more businesses would be able to access some of that equipment, do great things, right? Some of the equipment could be ultrasound scanner. Okay, so they can potentially scan it, as well as impact tower. The instruction in top impact tower is an important piece of equipment simulating control and or specific impacts that composite materials may be subject to. Okay, I know it's on digital impact correlation, as well as scanning, electronic microscope, as well as video gauge system and ultra high speed video. So that just named a few equipment and or what any business should be able to access. Yourself, if you're interested in learning more, I have published a book, Project Fifth Law. Within this book, I'm sharing a lot of information which I personally believe would be important for many people who are looking to improve their health and how they can potentially do it by working out, lifting weights if it's something that you yourself might be interested, or there would be different ways how you can take a look at fitness and overall health and additional things that would be important, perhaps giving enough rest as well as nutrition. So three areas, right? I don't want to make it too confusing. Uh, Fitness, rest, and recovery, and potentially nutrition. Three areas, right? And within this book, I'm trying to make it as simple as I can for wherever you might find yourself. Entry level, where many people will begin and or progressing and potentially making money out of fitness. You can find it in QR code in the corner, company's website below. Perhaps there's different ways how to approach some of those projects, a way how to contribute and work together, right? Working together, there's a number of ways how anyone can do it, right? Many people can perhaps work for some of those organizations, and there's collaborative projects, so they can take part in those. Myself, I'll try to perhaps build my own projects, so that's what I'm doing. There's a number of different ways how to do it. Perhaps apprenticeships, so there's different programs there, right? Myself, looking or coming into this from business perspective and how to build my own projects, which might be challenging and not necessary for everyone. So there might be a lot of frustration and venting going on, right? That's what I'm saying. Well, the process is very hard. Perhaps not that many people are doing it, and there might be need for that information to be up there of how to do it, right? And some of those processes can be very challenging. I don't know. So putting all those teams together and accomplishing large projects, it can be a very hard thing to do. But either way, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.